world? My name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Okay, so by the time I'm filming this, I am filming this at, what is it, like 7:06, 7:07, on Thursday, April 15th. By the time you're watching this, it is Saturday, April 17th, and, yeah, so, I am starting a new series. Yes, I know. I have a lot of series on this channel, whether it's the Mortal Kombat series, the Godzilla series, the DreamWorks series, the Sony series. I know I have a lot of series going on. Some of them go, some of them come and go. But that's because there's not a lot of films in those series to review. Sorry, I'm still under the weather a little bit, but I'm getting better. But I'm trying to watch more movies this year, not just new releases, but also films that I've never really seen before in past years. And so, leading up to Steven Spielberg's next film, West Side Story, something like that, I will be watching all of his movies. Yes, every single film. I will say, I did have to miss a couple. I had to miss Firelight, Savage, Duel, and... what's the other one I forgot? Hang on, let me look it up for a minute, because, I had to... be on an adventure. You're gonna be on an adventure with me, because I actually forgot some of his movies. He has a big catalog of movies. Hold on 1 minute. So it was Firelight, and then Duel, Something Evil, and then Savage. So I haven't seen Firelight, Duel, Something Evil, and then Savage. Yeah, I had to look it back up because I forgot. But anyways, today, we'll be reviewing the first movie of his series that is free, and that is the Sugarland Express. And it was a bit mixed for me at first, but overall it came out good in the end. But, with that said, let's get started talking about the Sugarland Express. So for me, the best thing about this movie is that the interactions between Goldie Hawn, her husband in this movie, and then the cop, I thought was actually really well done. Their chemistry with all three of them is just really good. And even the chemistry between these two couple is just really good. Just when they talk, you can just see of everything that they've been through, and it's just so it has that magic of a romance. Also, it really does a really neat job of handling the story. It does a pretty good job with the characters. I think I thought it kind of establishes. Well, I wouldn't say it really like established the characters in a good way, but like the way they kind of dive into characters, I thought was actually pretty cool. And I thought the conflicts that happened, it makes sense. You know why they're doing what they're doing, and the other things why they're getting shot at. That's something I actually don't understand. Which we'll get into the bad. But, yeah. Also, the music in this movie is actually really good. Like, it kind of reminded me of Annie at some point. Like the 80s version, not the new one with, what's her name? I'm gonna say Jamie Foxx. I forgot the other girl's name that plays Miss Hannigan, whatever. So yeah, the music reminded me of Annie, and yeah, so I kind of got an Annie vibe towards that. And that's really all I gotta say about it. And also, this story, when you read it, it's pretty simple, but as it kind of goes along, you don't really understand what's going on. But once you watch the movie, you understand. Ignore that because that was a bike driving by. Ignore that because that was a bike driving by. So yeah, I thought that the way they conducted the story and the way each plot line makes sense, so that's pretty much all the good stuff of the movie. With that said, let's move on to the bad. Now, there's really just two issues I have with the movie, and that's basically it. So, when I watched this movie, sorry about that. When I first watched this movie, when I was watching it, I was like, I didn't really feel like it. I feel like it didn't really die. I felt like the plot lines and stuff didn't really make sense, and that's kind of an issue when you're doing a movie. But then once I read the story, like I literally had to Google the movie and see what the story is about to understand what was going on. Why was the cop why was this couple wanting to go with this cop? Like, what's going on here? So I actually had to, so at point it was kind of confusing, and they don't really explain the story like other films do. Also, speaking of confusing stuff, there's just a couple things in this movie that just don't not make sense. Like, why are these guys shooting at the couple in the cop car, and why are all these cop cars and all these cars behind the cop car that is getting to the baby? Like, doesn't make sense. And also, the ending does not really make sense. So there's just a couple things that are just confusing. It does not make sense. So that's my thoughts on the Sugarland Express. Before I give you my scores, be sure to tell me down below, what did you guys think about the Sugarland Express? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Did we right there in between? I'd love to hear your thoughts. With that said, let's get started talking about those scores. Alright, so that is it for my Sugarland Express review. But I'm basically done because I actually don't have to rank anything because this is the first Steven Spielberg film I've ever seen, so it's not really gonna be any ranking today. But hopefully once I get back by 3 films, I will be having a ranking out. Probably until, probably Indiana Jones and the Raiders, probably to, probably Jurassic Park. Who knows? Sorry, I have the list of Steven Spielberg films right here, and I'm looking at the ones that are free. Well, yeah, the ones that I remember that are free, and we'll see what happens because there could be films that could come free. I don't know, but that is it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.